The story begins in Sulani, a beautiful island paradise, home to people and ocean life and mermaids alike. That is, until now. Now the world of Sulani will change forever. A new species unknown to Sulani locals has just arrived. With similar looks to others, but just not quite the same. Hey everyone, welcome to Sims Siren. So this is our first episode of Sims Siren, and the story behind this is it will follow the lives of 3 sirens in Pacific. Well, eventually there will be other ones, but 3 sirens starting out. And sirens are very different than mermaids in my book. But in The Sims, they're very similar in some cases, but they're also very different. They are very human. They are much like a humanoid, and they are all around pretty much a mermaid in sense, but they have certain abilities that they can exclusively do, and certain things that they must live by. Like, they obviously have to go in the water occasionally, and that is the case here. But the fun thing is everything here that you're seeing, the storyline behind this house and how they came about, that these 3 came about, was all this actually used to be underwater, but there's been a decrease in the water system here in Sulani. And as a result of that, things have been slowly revealed, and one thing being this place revealing the likes of the sirens. Now, who are these sirens and how will they affect the town? We will have to wait and see. All I can say is, let's go ahead and meet the sirens that we have. So, first off, the one over here playing the violin. These guys are not equipped to human life as all. But when they're on land, obviously they're going to have the human life. But this is Jasmine. She is Jasmine Hayes. She is pretty much the elder of the sirens. She's like the last one known for her family. And so she has joined with another family of sirens who pretty much these guys' role is to try and bring back the siren families and bring back for their group, because these guys do not currently have very many sirens in the world. And then we have Caesar Fisher, which is the youngest of all the sirens that are available. He is a teen, and yes, that means he will be enrolling in school and trying to live a normal human life, because these guys are trying to live a normal human life, but also try to keep away from letting people know that they are indeed a siren. He obviously had some sort of tragedy that happened in his life that changes things a lot for the world. And that tragedy will be revealed down the line. But in addition to that, we have Kendra up here. She is the older sister of Caesar, and she is also his caregiver, because something happened to their parents when they were very young. Humans actually captured them and were keeping them in military labs and pretty much using them to kill and all that. And then eventually they went ahead and killed their parents. And it was ultimately just a very sad sight to see. But these guys are definitely not going to be your typical human beings, or in a sense, because sirens also do like to eat. And also there's certain things that sirens must do in order to survive. And that is, 1, they have to eat. 2, they have to remain in the water at sometimes. And 3, they also are known for their musical tones and their abilities to do various different things to human beings and others alike by their voice, in a sense. So, let's go ahead and officially start the series now that I've explained everything now. So, Kendra is always gonna be kind of like she's like the laid back one, tries to keep peace, but Jasmine and Caesar definitely sometimes they have their moments where they argue because Jasmine feels as the elder she has to protect everybody, and Caesar as the little bit of the younger one like isn't too worried about the humans. He's just wants to do his best at being a little bit different in the world. And now, so that the world is pretty much available to be no, to be explored, he's pretty much going to be the one to go out and try and clean up the world and all that. But also, he is a little bit of mischievous one as well. So you also have to watch out for the sirens in some cases, and they definitely do not want to be uh, discovered as sirens, because if they are, then the humans will potentially kidnap them and keep them in medical facility. Like, that is what their base is. So for now, I think that Caesar's base is, since this is going to be our new world, that we need to do our best part on trying to remain human and pretty much protect the world around us. But being that he is so young, he's obviously going to attract people because sirens have that attraction ness about them. So he's going to do a little bit of trying to clean up around the world, but quickly humans are going to really start to notice, and things could change drastically. So I think Caesar's going to be like the one that would focus on going out and being like the explorer in a sense of the world, and the others are going to be trying to lay back and trying to just enjoy their life, but not worry about how things are outside of the world. Like, their focus is on trying to figure out how they can fix the world. But obviously, Caesar is going to showcase now that he is indeed a siren, but everybody sees him as, okay, he's just a mermaid, because this world is equipped to knowing mermaids, but they're not quite the same as humans, or they're not quite the same as the others. The only problem is there is people out and about. And he's actually Lord a woman in with the sirens call, because sirens are known for killing people in a sense, and so she's desperately trying to get away, but sirens are pretty different than others presume. She was able to escape before he could do anything to her, but I think, like, these guys just kind of have a sense that he's out to mischief, so Jasmine's gonna call him home. Meanwhile, Kendra is here as well. She was out too, but she was swimming in this, so this is like the ocean water that's remaining. But I think these guys are like calling for him to come back because they know obviously that if he's out and about and he's doing things like he's not supposed to, which we just seen him do, he tried to drown a girl, that things are only going to be a matter of time before the world is knowing that the sirens are here and all that. But sirens aren't necessarily all bad. They have their own reasonings to be good as well. However, I think that he really just is dead set, like that's something that he has to do. And there is people here, and they're obviously seeing him, but he's like enchanting them, so he's all good. Obviously, he knows like something's up, and I think that Jasmine, being the elder, is going to be like calling for him to come home, because if he's doing what he's doing, it's pretty much opening their eyes up at possibly being found out that they're here. And not just mermaids, in a sense. So, I think that now that obviously we know who the troublemaker of the family is going to be is Caesar, and Jasmine's going to be kind of like the one that's going to lay back. Kendra's kind of but she's like the middle person. But everybody here already knows that mermaids exist. They just do not know that sirens exist. But that guy and the female that Caesar pretty much attacked is potentially going to be able to tell. And so Jasmine's out here going to confront Caesar about it, and it's like yelling at him, and it's like, listen, you're going to end up getting us all caught if you do not stop. We need to act like regular mermaids. We know that these people know what mermaids are, because this is the mermaid capital of the world, but you're not understanding that we're different than mermaids, than others. And frankly, the fact that we're even out here now could be setting us all up for failure. Be more like me and your sister. Grow up. We cannot be getting close to these humans. We cannot be attacking the humans. Caesar's like, that's our motive in a sense. We're not mermaids. We never will be. Just have to accept it. So, now that we got the basis of the storyline started, I think this one is good to end it out here. We're going to dive more into these guys' lives. Do not worry. And we'll get definitely more interested in storylines to come. But just stay tuned. But for now, this is a good basis start. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys all next week for another episode of Sims Sirens. Peace.